So we have the whole range of coins. We have quarters, and this one's a dime. We have a couple pennies.
It's not so rare to collect coins.
We have a Mexican coin here.
Or pretty pins. What's rare about the items in Dr. Kathy C's collection is where they've all been.
It is eye-opening for people to know what kids get into, and helpful for them to know that just these little things can cause problems.
These are all things Dr. C has removed from children, things swallowed, inhaled, or shoved into an ear or nose.
We have had stories of kids who are doing counting projects in preschool with beans, and we've had little runs of kids, 2 or 3 kids from the same preschool class with beans in their ears or beans in their nose.
Plenty of beans, pieces of pretty confetti, even shards of glass. Ouch.
There's glass that was stuck in the voice box, and so as you can imagine, those have sharp edges and can cause a lot of injury.
Kids don't seem to be picky about what they'll inhale or ingest.
Parents need to know that healthy kids can get into anything that lies around, common household objects.
You can see there's quite a variety, but coins take the cake for most popular.
The most common things we take out of kids are coins from the esophagus. And, we all have coins lying around the house. They're shiny and they're pretty, and so young kids will tend to put them in their mouths, and it's a normal developmental stage, and sometimes they'll swallow them.
That's exactly what happened here. On an X-ray, it's easy to see the once shiny, pretty nickel now residing in this baby's esophagus. It's not quite so easy to get it out. Doctors must go on a search and remove expedition, fishing for something that went where it shouldn't. Nickels, dimes, even quarters are regularly retrieved, usually with very little damage done. It's all still potentially dangerous, though, and very serious. Some things are especially so.
The main public health messages recently has been the problem with disc batteries. As we have more and more toys that are powered with disc batteries and electronic objects lying around the house, we're always changing batteries out, and those little disc batteries can be really problematic. They can actually be life-threatening. The charge from the battery, when it's in contact with a moist surface, will actually start to erode through the tissue, and it can cause death. We consider that a true medical and surgical emergency.
Even somewhat minor things can constitute an emergency. Inhaled popcorn pieces or tiny chunks of nuts can lead to big problems.
Here's some beads. This is a bead from the ear. We tend to get little plastic things. This bead was in the nose.
Most pieces of Dr. C's collection have been removed from babies and toddlers. Most, not all.
These blow darts are kind of a theme where it's usually a straight pin with some sort of soft stuff at one end, and those we tend to get out of teenagers, and typically teenage boys, where they're blowing a dart through a straw or something, and instead of blowing out, they take a deep breath in. There's another blow dart.
Dr. C started this collection 20 years ago, and this is only a small part of it. With each passing month, each swallowed ring or inhaled sunflower seed, her collection grows, as does the safety message this all represents, a message she hopes everyone will swallow.
It tells a story of what kids get into, and it's just nice for people to see the things that kids can ingest or aspirate. Kids who are otherwise healthy are at risk for foreign body aspiration and foreign body ingestion, and I think it's important for parents and the general public to understand the risk.
Back to esophagus cam. There's that nickel, found at last, and plucked from where it doesn't belong. Yet another addition to Dr. C's growing collection.